Action.
Hi, my name is Philip Cushway, and for the next few minutes I'm going to be discussing one of the Family Dog posters, Family Dog poster number 51. And one of the questions I always get is, well, how do you tell if it's a first printing from a second printing? How do you actually tell? They'll read something or whatever, and I want to be able to explain why I think there are how to separate the first printing from later printings, using only the posters you have at hand. Some people, for example, say you should match the poster with the original cards. However, do they have an original card? Or they do it by measurement. But measurement, as you can see, is not always indicative of the difference between printings. Sometimes is and sometimes isn't. Color is also very difficult because, for example, if you have, like these two posters are both first printing posters of this image. This poster is what we call toned. It has more aging on it, and you can see the radical difference it can do in the yellows, in the greens, in the pinks. It really changes a lot the toning of the paper. So what I try to look for is credible evidence with markings on the poster that are unique to the first printing poster, that are out of their printing, so you can tell if you do have a first printing or not. In doing so, what I've collected over the years a lot is proof sheets, and these are some examples of proof sheets from California, from Cal Litho, which printed these original posters. This one here is a first. It has a tape on it because it was taken off of the original film that was marked. You can also see number 51 partially in crayon right up here with the tickets and things. This is a second printing poster, or a later printing poster, where they printed them two up. And yet here's another version. I can tell because the yellows do not match. I've yet another printing of this poster that's incomplete. This poster here is what's called a make-ready sheet. Some people just call it a shit sheet. And what this is when they set up the press for the printing, they have to adjust the inking, the registration, and just try and get everything right in the poster. It takes a while. It takes an hour and a half sometimes to get a poster just spot on and registered. On the back end side, we have other later posters, FD051. That's what it looks like. I actually save these kind of sheets because sometimes they give you information that you might not be able to get otherwise. So, we're telling the first printing of the poster. One of the ways of telling is by color, to a certain extent. For example, this is a second printing right here. This is a second printing, and this is a first. But you can tell like this, okay, people say, oh, the first has a darker black in here. This is more muddier. But then you have a second right here where this is just as black as can be, and in fact it's blacker than the first printing, and this is a second printing right here. So I look for dots, or I look for flaws. I look for flaws the same way that you've got, ticket spelled right there. Well, it might be a mark on the plate, or from the film or on the plate, that's unique to all the first printings, a flaw, if you will, so that you can distinguish the difference between the printings. I went over these, compared these sheets extensively, and I did find one fairly easy to identify mark. Well, it was actually two. On the bottom of G in Messenger, if you pull in right here, there's that white dot that is not present on the second printing, on the later printings. There's this printing right here. Here's another one right there. But that mark here is unique to the first printing. Another mark that's easy to see on most first printings, but not on all of them, is the white dot right there in the blue area above the bird's head. You can see it right there. You can see it right there. On some of the printings it gets a little more difficult to see. But those are at least two markings that you can use. The other thing is that generally the green is a little bit darker, but again, there's differences according to tonality of paper. I hope this can. Oh, the other thing I should show before we stop is that this right here is called. First of all, this right here is the original printing records from the Family Dog 51. It was printed, we know, at least twice. Here's our first printing record from March 8th of 1967. And here's a reprint where Family Dog 51 was reprinted with Family Dog 49 to September 20th of 1967. This right here is a shop set. You can see it's clearly labeled at the top, shop set in nice, neat crayon, and it's stapled together. And what this is what the shop used to keep a record of the different posters they printed. Unfortunately, this only goes up to FD052, but fortunately, at least it covers this poster right here. And if you go to this poster right here, we gotta be gentle with this. This matches the first printing poster. I don't know if you can zoom in well enough to get that, but I'm trying not to separate out the last of the staples. Okay, so by showing you the first printing proof sheet, the shop set, going through showing you the second printing proof sheets, I hope I've shown you how to easily separate the first from second printing and Family Dog number 51. Thank you.